Yeah, that's about as good as I can get.
Yeah.
The Labor Day. The
Labor Day episode.
Welcome to another episode of
Nerd Out!
I'm Randy, this is Brian, and this is Shadow Panther.
The perfect Labor Day toy. Half-ass, throw some new paint on it, call it a day.
Okay, well, you know, listen, hey, a repaint is a repaint. You know what you're getting into, right? I mean, I didn't buy this thinking like, oh, I'm going to get a whole new toy. I bought this knowing I was getting a repaint. And let me tell you something. First and foremost, as a Beast Wars fan, like I collected it in the 90s. Good old, I was probably like 19 years old. I was full-on adult. Mm-hmm. In Japan, they came out with the Shadow Panther repaint, like it's original here.
But never here?
No, never here. And I loved it, like, because I was into the toys. I was into the show too, but like I wasn't like Dave Lukowski and I. We bought everything. Like it didn't matter. We were Beast Wars bananas. We didn't care if it was in the show. If it wasn't in the show, we wanted it. And this came out, and first and foremost, come on, black and yellow. Can you get better?
I mean, anything that's black is better. Like, anything repainted in black is better.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't go wrong with the colors black, yellow, and silver. And we're not even from Pittsburgh. Like, I mean, you know, so, I mean, we just like black, yellow, and silver. I was not, you know, I was excited for this, but it is a repaint. But the thing is...
No, repaints are good like that.
Okay,
because
tell
if
me.
it's a toy you already love,
yeah,
you have another excuse to get it. You get to open a fresh version of a toy you already love, and you don't have the anxiety of, are you going to break it, not knowing how to use it. Because a lot of times, I like to jump into something that's a little fresh.
Okay.
You know, and it's like, I mean, I like Macross. It's all repaints.
It's all repaints.
Yeah, you get a new toy, 2 new toys every 10 years.
Yeah,
and
maybe if you're lucky, you get a different antenna.
Exactly,
you know,
exactly.
Yeah.
But that being put aside, repaints are a great thing. I love a good repaint.
I think you make a good point. When I got Cheetor, I played the hell out of it. I even had some issues with it.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. And then I realized what I was doing wrong.
Damn.
And one of the things about the Cheetor figure is there's such a high level of paint jobs that I was a little bit scared. And again, I'm a hypocrite because I bitch and complain about people who don't play with their toys. But I would admit, I was a little scared. So like, once I got my fill, I put it down, and it was just. And I even have 2 Cheetors, which is ridiculous. One is still in the box. That's a backup. That's how much I love the figure. So when this came in, it was an opportunity for me to revisit this mold, and I love it. And the thing is I was not. I'm still having some issues with Dinobot. Like, I don't love the Dinobot as much as I want to, and it's not. I think it's and we talked about this, and it's truly I like it better now, but it truly is just aesthetically, size-wise, it isn't what I expect him to look like. But I've gone back and I've looked at all the videos, and it is how he looks. It's just in my mind.
You misremember it?
I misremember it. So like I love it. I think it's a great toy. I think it's high quality. I think if you're into it and you know what you're getting into, you can't go wrong. It should be on everyone's top 10 list. It's probably not going to be on mine simply because it didn't have the love. But I immediately opened this and like I was like, I love this. I love this toy.
Was he in the cartoon?
No.
Like that?
No.
Is he a good guy? Is he an Autobot?
I don't know.
Or a bad? Oh, it's we're gonna make something that looks cool.
We're gonna make something that looks cool. Here, check it out. Actually, let's see. Let's see what the box says. Box is pretty standard.
He looks evil. I mean, but I mean, he's black, so
he's
he is.
He's a Destron Undercover agent.
Sweet.
I mean, come on. I know you don't like. I know you don't like the concept of Beast Wars, but as a robot, that is pretty badass. It's pretty sleek.
Yeah, but the concept is it doesn't have an alt mode. It's like what is this? Miles Mann. He has a helicopter that turns into a jet. Pointless. That's how I feel about it.
I agree with your point.
Other than that, they're nice toys.
I agree with you on that point when it comes to like Optimus Primal because he's a gorilla, a biped, and a robot. But a cheetah, the fastest land animal on Earth, and a robot, that's an alt mode, man.
Can they fly?
Actually, I think he has rocket boosters, if I remember. Actually, no, I think someone had to carry him. I'm trying to remember the cartoon.
Fly,
yeah.
So it's G1.
Yeah,
so it's just like G1. All right.
And I want to mention for those out there who, and I know there's plenty who are this way. If if you have that completist mentality, he's an MP34S. So I think that if you don't want it because you don't want it, I think you'll be okay. Like, I know that people have that mentality where it's like, if it's in the numbering system, I have to have it to fill that void, fill that emptiness. But I think that I think you could get away with skipping him. With that said, if you are a genuine fan of transforming robots or just cool looking toys, I don't know why you'd want to skip him. Like,
I like transforming robots, and I skipped it.
yeah, but you skip it out of like pure like.
Well,
like
if you
purpose.
like Beast Wars, get it. If you're not into Beast Wars, I don't think he's gonna like. Oh, this is gonna make me love Beast Wars.
I don't know, man. I think if you don't like Beast Wars, you don't like Beast Wars. But like, as far as like just an articulated robot, like the overall sleek style, the paint, the head sculpt. I mean, if you pick this up, not having any previous knowledge of Beast Wars or any preconceived notions, you don't think that that's badass?
Gotta think. I mean,
think about that,
man. It's not my kind of robot. I like my chunky ass.
Yeah.
Like, more or less,
You
Super Dimensional Fortress Macross or Gundam. Like nuts and bolts.
Oh no, you can't say that because
robots.
you went on a tantrum about how you didn't like Gundam.
I like the designs in it. Like I mean, I'm not into it, but that's what I like my robots to look like. Like early 70s chunky ass big
So that's
robots.
still too organic for you, is what you're saying. Okay, I got
Yeah, he's got muscles.
Fair enough. One thing I want to note is he's primarily all black, silver, gray, and yellow. The yellow looks spectacular. It's high. It's really glossy paint. It looks really
Yellow
great.
looks good.
Looks good. He also has like sort of like a dull. Yeah, I know it. Look,
no, not for me.
the kibble. It's part of the character. It's not going to change. It is what it is.
Are these functional in this mode? Like, can he use these legs as like the Iron Spider?
I don't remember. I don't think so. I think that they're kibble. They're,
Okay.
They're a product of the fact that.
I'm just beating it.
No, I know,
Yeah,
and I'm defending it. He's a product of the fact that he's a transforming cheetah, and they had to put something somewhere. It does not bother me, but yes, it is a bit glaring.
Only from the back.
Yeah, only from the back, but you know, I think they clip in pretty well. He poses really well. Like, he's just really fun to just pose. I love this. I love the head sculpt, and again, it's like it's a black and yellow silver robot. They gave him this wash on the black. It's similar to, you remember the Optimus Prime?
Yep.
It's similar to this, but this looks to me more like a straight up wash, as opposed to like the Optimus Primal. The Optimus Primal looked like it was in the plastic.
Because it looked molded.
Right.
Like, I thought that looked sweet.
It looks spectacular. This looks good too. Very subtle, but I'm gonna say that it's a straight up wash. Like, I don't think that's in the plastic. Do you?
See it.
You can see it best on the arm things.
That's really funky. It looks like it's like they applied it with a sponge.
Okay, but it
you know,
does,
like it's stamped on.
Okay,
because I don't know how they could get that texture. Like,
oh, so you think that? Do you think that looks like that's in the plastic, like the Primal, or do you think that that's just like a paint?
I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
That's really crazy because it's smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if it's some type of like tampo printing, or I don't know.
Maybe they put like a layer over the paint after the fact, the plastic after the fact, to give it like a. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Does anybody know what that is? That's like really. I didn't notice that till you. That's really crazy.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
I think it's a sticker almost.
What?
Like it's super.
So you think it's like a digital print?
Digital. Look at the edge of the arm. You could see you can almost see an edge around it. Like look, right at that edge.
Yeah.
Right? If you look at it in the light, you could see where it stops and
see
starts. I don't know what that is.
Oh my god, I see what you're saying. It does look like it's like almost like a.
I think it's halfway between painted and decal.
That is crazy. Wow. Wow. No, that is interesting.
Because I heard the only difference between a tampo and like a decal is like a tampo, you put this part on with the transparency and somehow like you dissolve the transparent part. It's not there anymore.
Right.
And all that's left is the paint. That's insane. I don't know what that is. I don't know how
either.
they do that.
Dude, the digital technology that they're using for action figures has really changed action figures.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly think it's, especially for like obviously not so much for a Transformer, but for like a straight up action figure, like that has changed the game.
Yeah.
You could take Star Wars Black is the perfect example. Like they went from being sort of shitty likenesses to being pretty awesome.
Well, yeah. Well, I thought they started off good, got shitty,
Yeah,
and then like got good again.
I agree with you, but if you look at that first X-wing Luke,
Yeah.
like it was a well done paint job and
Yeah.
sculpt, but it didn't look exactly like Luke.
Yeah, I agree, but do we like that or not? I sort of like an action figure that's a representation as long as it's done well. I mean, the new ones look like little
Yeah,
little
they look like
Luke,
little people.
and it's sort of creepy a little bit. They're neat, but like,
I'm with you. I like the character of an action figure. I do like an action figure to look like an action figure. With that said, God, it's hard to like.
it's a different thing.
It is
now,
a different
because
thing.
they're not making action figures for kids now. They're making action figures for kids that collected action figures
When they were
30 years
kids,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
No, action figures are
it's the
definitely.
guys that played with those action
Yeah,
figures that
yeah.
are making action figures now.
And it's becoming even more and more like that over the years. Like, I think now that Toys R Us has officially closed the doors, I think action figures are going to become an even more niche market. And you can see that by like what stores are starting to take over the slack that Toys R Us has left off. Like GameStop, like Target is getting the NECA figures, but they're putting them in an action figure collectible section. So it's really interesting to watch how that whole transition is taking place, in my opinion. And I have been watching closely. I think they just recently announced that even Walmart is going to create some sort of an action figure section.
Does GameStop get a lot of figures?
They have
I
really
mean, I
upped
like
their game.
that because that's the type of place where I would want to go, as opposed to like
Easy in,
Toys R
easy
Us.
out.
Easy in, easy out, and it's all just like sometimes I don't want to have to go to a Target to find a toy because you get depressed getting to the toy section.
I agree with
Because
you.
you see people that are all like depressed or like doing their like they're there for serious shit. I want an absolute useless store. Games, action figures, stuff that is pure enjoyment. That's it.
You want to walk into a store where there's no question what the motivation of that person being in there.
Yeah, give me an escape. Don't make me walk through depressing, shitty people to find something to cheer me up. Give me the whole package. I mean...
Right. You don't want to walk past the lady buying the sad, smelly candles.
Yeah, or her
I like smelly
tampon.
candles.
I mean, you know, or like... So it's just, it's not
the
what I would
personal
do.
toiletries or whatever. Yeah, like I get what you're saying. Like go straight to what you're in there for. And GameStop also, I do want to give a shout out. They have made a deal with NECA to re-release those movie Turtles from the San Diego Comic-Con that were such a pain in the ass to get, and they really pissed me off because I didn't get them. And I collect action figures because I want the action figure. I don't collect them because I want the rare new item. I want something because I want it. Now, sometimes a rare item makes me want something more, but they didn't make them available enough for everybody. And GameStop did, and their shipping methods were a little questionable. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
Why were they using like Digital River?
No, it was online, but
Yeah.
so they're selling them individually.
Yeah.
4 turtles. Each one you have to order separately and pay separate shipping.
Oh,
for.
that sucks.
Yeah. It was kind of a kick in the nuts.
Why would they do that?
I don't
mean,
know.
that's not even good for them.
No.
Like, yeah, that doesn't work.
That
Just
means
raise
right.
the price of shipping for all of them and
Right.
just ship it.
If they're gonna charge me $5 per figure to ship, they better ship them individually, right?
Oh,
to justify that.
They came together?
No, they haven't come out yet.
Okay,
But what I'm saying is, if
Yeah.
they all come together in one box, I'm like,
That's
no.
horseshit.
Yeah, it is horse shit. Hopefully they refund some of that because I think that is Digital River type bullshit.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that was the worst company ever. Back to Shadow Panther real quick. He comes with multiple... I do want to say the beast mode, you don't see it, but you saw what Cheetor looked like. It's
like a
cool.
cheetah,
It looks like a cheetah with a lot of line. Like, it's the more compromised mode. He comes with different cheetah heads. I think I like the one without the pupils because it makes him look more badass and evil. And, like, he's a Destron. He also comes with a cool chromed out, this again, you won't understand, but when the first series of Beast Wars came out, they had these, like beast heads. And you can use
like a faceplate, like a Silverhawk?
Yeah, sorta.
I'm into that.
But it gives this thing. I don't think it's my preferred head, but that gives it its own personality. It's pretty creepy. He looks like maybe a General Grievous type looking guy.
Yeah, why not, man?
You're like, I'm not really. I'm not buying it.
No, I like that face.
I think it's
sweet.
pretty cool. You know, it looks like an unrustable bastard head or something. Yeah. I don't know why. But I think it's cool. Look, I am way more enjoying the Shadow Panther than I did the Dinobot. Not because I think the Cheetor is better than the Dinobot in my personal opinion, but I just enjoy it. The transformation's pretty fun. It's pretty smooth.
And this one came assembled correctly this time.
Yes, that was operator's error. That was operator's error.
Wow,
dude, I had to do like a whole video on apologizing and explaining, but I wasn't the only one who had the same issue.
Yeah.
All right, and now we'll do a little comparison. Let me put. He comes with also other robot heads where they're like, again, they're slightly open mouth, slightly closed mouth. It's a little nonsense, but I think it helps justify. Ooh, which one is this? This one's he's like making an O face. I don't need that.
Let me see the O face.
It's not quite an O face, but maybe I don't know. It's just like that's a bit goofy. Oh wait, maybe that is the head I like. Oh wait, that's the head I like.
Yeah, you can see inside his mouth.
Yeah, he's got like a little bit of a mouth breather head. He also comes with these silver armbands, wristbands. They add a little bit of flavor. I like a little chrome on my action figures.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
I think it's a good thing. I forgot how to put them on. I think you just kind of, but it adds a little.
Gives him the Ultimate Warrior type thing, you know, armbands and stuff.
Yeah, except for those don't have enough like fringe.
He needs fringe on him, yeah.
Transformers should have more fringe, don't you think?
Yeah, man.
All right, now let's do a little bit of comparison. Somehow I got this head like on a weird angle. All right, comparison. Look, you know what you're getting when you're buying this. You're getting a black Cheetor. So if you like the original Cheetor, you're gonna be happy. Oh, that Cheetor is so spectacular. Come on.
They look good together. Actually, this is way more complex.
Yeah. Look,
I like the original more, I think.
Me too. But with that said, like, here, a lot of toy companies make these exclusives of characters that they just can't meet. Like, there's way more demand for it to be the exclusive. The perfect example are those movie Turtles. Punisher, classic Punisher. More than 400 people wanted a Mezco 112 Punisher. Bad decision, okay? Shadow Panther, this is a Takara Tomy mall exclusive, which was easy to get. I got it from Chosen Prime, thank you. This is the perfect example of an exclusive. Like, I don't think any collector feels an obligation to have it. It's like you either want it or you don't. And I think that's with everything, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're not taking a core character and saying the only way to get this is ordering it through Takara Tomy Mall and then going through hoops and whatever. It's a sensible character for an exclusive.
Now, what does that mean, exclusive? Is it expensive? Is it harder to get? Or is it just you have to, like...
For me, in the American market, it just meant that I couldn't get it through Hobby Link Japan, who I usually order through.
So... And you had to pay a couple more bucks, I'm assuming?
Actually, it was only $80, which was not a whole lot more. Yeah, I think the only difference is you have to find the retailer who carries them. I know that they do. I know they do Takara. No, that's Bandai. Bandai, who does the figure arts.
Yeah. They do that. Yeah.
They do some with their Marvel characters, and I know that they make some of them a pain in the ass to get. Like, I know they did a Black Panther that was like $100, which is just like, again, core character should not be $100. Should not be an exclusive.
But will he always be? I mean, it sort of seems smart if you want to develop interest in a line and get everybody all excited and then re-release it a year later. You know,
I think that's a cock move. I don't know, man. I don't think I don't think a collector likes that. You can't do that with Black Panther. Now, with that said, they've just released, or they are releasing a new Black Panther with like the human head, and it's better, and so that's okay. But like the first go around, like you don't need to create interest in the Avengers. I mean, there's interest in Avengers. You know, even Beast Wars. Like, I know that I've had this conversation, but like, Beast Wars is popular enough, it's niche enough, where they don't need to create interest by making Rat Trap an exclusive. Like, it wouldn't be necessary. With that said, Shadow Panther is the perfect exclusive because the original Shadow Panther was a Japanese exclusive. And just to see them side by side...
I mean, the truth is, they're all Japanese exclusives. I mean, when you really look at it, I mean...
Well, to us, yeah.
Yeah.
They look really... The old one and new one, they look good together, right?
Yeah.
I mean, again, one person with an interest, one person with no interest, so...
And it's like there's such a smaller gap between G1 Beast Wars and Masterpiece Beast Wars, and there is between, like, the G1 Transformers and Masterpiece Transformers, you know?
So, yeah, by like 10 years, right?
Well, yeah, and just these were... The original Beast Wars were made so much better than G1 ever was.
Yeah,
you know?
they were.
Like, what? How about 15 years later? Or
yeah,
10 years
I think
later?
let's see, 85 or 84 versus 2004, so it's a decade. But also keep in mind that the Transformer figures originally came from Diaclone and Microman, which were still 3 years before they came out.
Yeah, so 82 versus 2004, that's
right,
20 years.
Right. And then I'll always stand by the fact that once Hasbro started making their own Transformers, and they stopped using the Diaclone and Microman stuff, they suck. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it.
Yeah, I know.
Like, there's nothing exciting to me about an 89 Pretender. I mean, there's nothing cool looking. I mean, maybe the Hot Rod was kind of cool. Maybe Springer was kind of cool.
But there was some terrible stuff.
Was some bad.
And they tried. I think
Did
they had one good one.
Okay, what?
Megatron. G2 Megatron.
G2 Megatron, but that was a whole different generation. I think that that was a relaunch. I'm not calling... I'm talking...
So we're pre-G2.
We're talking post-Diaclone G1.
Okay.
So it would be like movie and beyond.
So you get Springer.
Springer I liked.
He's okay.
I liked him. I mean...
RC sucked. Cup sucked.
They never came out with RC.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't know what I'm talking about.
Cup Blue.
Cup sucked.
But like, let's go even farther. Like some of those, there was like those Target Master like cement truck. I don't remember his name. It was junk.
I was done actually.
Yeah, I was too.
But apparently, I don't. Yeah,
I was done.
I thought there was an RC, so I really don't. know.
Yeah. You really don't.
But I mean, yeah, I was like, I gotta be honest. G1, I was out at a young age. Like I was out of it by a young age because it's like. Yeah, this shit's pretty cool, but mine's all broken lost. Yeah. And I never went back to it, you know?
I honestly, I bought, when Transformers first came out, they were the bee's knees, and then I went back to GoBots, and then after that I went back to G.I. Joe, and it wasn't because, like, first of all, Transformers G1, hard as hell to find in the stores.
Yes. And I remember wanting them was a hell of a lot more exciting than getting them.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'll never forget when I got my first Starscream, my Skywarp, my first like Jazz. Like that was pretty intense shit.
I remember I got Thundercracker was my first one,
and that was intense.
It was so intense opening that toy, but then I'm like, huh?
Really?
The wings come off.
I don't agree.
I gotta click hands on. I was sort of like as a kid. I was like. I don't know about this.
I just remember having Skywarp and putting him on the TV in my bedroom and waking up at 3 in the morning just to make sure it was really there. I don't know. That's awesome. It was awesome. With that said, yeah, I'm post-Diaclone, post-Microman G1 stuff. But I understand, like, some people grew up with that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're, like,
kids a little bit
a little bit younger than us.
Yeah,
like,
that was your Transformers.
If you're 36 or 37 or whatever, that was your Transformers.
I remember hitting up the toy box when I'd go over to my brother.
You got to play with his.
I'd play with his, not even, like, I'm like, it's not, like...
Yeah, no, they weren't as good. Diaclone. I like metal. I like real cars. I like metal, and I liked the accessories. I liked the chrome. That was good. Okay, back to this, and then we'll wrap it up. I really like this guy. He is not a must get if you're not into it. But if you like a cool looking black and yellow and silver Panther, and you already like the Cheetor, or you don't care about like. It's a show character. It's not a show character. I'm gonna say this is a win. I like the transformation. I like the accessories. I like the paint job.
Does he hold his gun?
They both hold the gun. You have to you gotta jimmy. Yeah, you gotta.
I suck at this.
Yeah, don't do it then. You gotta jimmy it in, then clip it in, and then close the fist.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit of a pain in the ass.
Okay, this is not fun.
No. Okay. The one aspect that is not fun about this toy is clipping the gun.
It's fine. Well,
hey man, I sat watching.
Super glue it, I guess.
I sat and suffered through preseason Lions football, playing with Shadow Panther, and I had a great time. And again, like you said, this is a repaint of. I don't even think there's anything new, except for actually, I don't think anything is new with this. It's just a repaint, and I had more fun sitting with this than I did Dinobot. Sorry, guys. Oh, one other thing before we go. Oh, so I got a coin.
Woo! Okay, I take it back. Get it. If you get that coin, you have to get it.
Yeah.
The total.
Smart ass. Also, I do want to thank, I didn't show this to you, our good buddy Bishop sent us a great note and a sweet drawing, and we each get one, and he, in our note, specified which one was mine and which one was yours, and I do want to show these off. They're sweet.
Can I see if it guess which one's mine and guess which one's yours?
Oh, yeah, it'll be easy. So,
Well,
I'll show. These are great.
oh, these are sweet.
Yeah, these are sweet, man. All right, and then I'll tell you. No, they're not. No, no. Look close. Look close.
Oh, what the heck? These are sweet.
They are sweet. Do you know which one's yours? And I'll read his quote because it's pretty cool. I gotta find it because okay, yeah, right here. Look at it and figure it out. It was very specific on which one was for who, and I think that was cool.
Okay, I see how they're different,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to figure out
how are you figuring they're different?
Megatron.
G1, G2, right? Yeah. So one of the Megatrons is, and then also toy eyes for Optimus, yellow,
Yeah.
and cartoon eyes for that. So can you figure out which one was yours?
Give me a second here.
I mean, this should be easy. This should be like, no... I mean, I figured immediately. That's yours.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, he says...
I was right, this is mine.
Yeah,
It's a badass.
the other is for Brian. This illustration with the G1 colored Megatron is for Brian. He's a big fan of the G1 Megatron, which is true, and that is why it is his. And mine is apparently more complex. Mine is the G2, and again, it's the toy eyes because I seem to be more toy. But I love it. I love the colors, and I love the nerd out all over the place.
Yeah, dude, Bishop, thank you so much.
Thank you, Bishop.
This is awesome.
We really appreciate that.
I'm gonna get this framed.
Yeah,
Straight
super
up.
high quality. Love it. Great, lot of character.
Do you do this for a living? If not, you should, man. This is like really, really nice.
Yeah, I
Thank
love
you.
it. Very good. Thank you. We always appreciate it. I don't know if I'm keeping my P.O. box, though, at the P.O. box, though. I don't know. It's not expensive. It's just that we get one thing, like, every month at the best, and it's like, you know, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Shadow Panther, buy them or don't. Brian doesn't care either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not good. You know?
Right.
No, it's good. It's not bad. It's not
not
my
your
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Nerd out.